8, trying this a fourth time because YouTube keeps crashing. I don't know what keeps happening. But anyway, let's get started. So, here is what I liked about the film. What I liked about the film is it left off where the first part of just Beetlejuice ended. So with the family, I know you saw the commercials, so you know that there's a funeral and it says Deets. So what happens is you already know that they're at Charles Deets' funeral and that Lydia has a daughter, and there is clips in different parts of parts of the film, so there is no um spoilers because the spoilers were the trailers kind of the film. So let's get started. So I will explain the plot. If you don't know, Beetlejuice of this second film is that so Lydia and her family are basically at her dad's funeral, and young Audrey loves the strange and peculiar oddities of, she's an artist, she's trying to be her own person, and she wants to go to this lovely boarding school, I'd like to say, and her experience gets ruined by a bunch of bullies. Like, you see the bullies on the commercial, so this is not a spoiler. So that's where the film starts off, and they go to the funeral. And some of the, like I said, original cast was back, is what I loved. There was new cast, so Jenna Ortega plays Audrey. There was William DeFeo, the guy who played I believe he played the Goblin in Spider-Man. What I also liked is they went into the backstory of Beetlejuice, and that the actor playing Beetlejuice, Michael Keaton, did a very good job speaking Spanish. So for those Spanish speakers, it was an amazing job he did because he had to speak both English and Spanish. And if you don't understand Spanish, I believe they have closed captioning on the iTunes film. On the iTunes version, at least, that's what they did. They had little captions, I believe. That's what they're called. And then Audrey finding Beetlejuice. It was great. Like, she goes on this whole quest. I really loved. So I'm not giving, it away. How she got. What I did not like is the very end scene. It was not, you don't need that kind of scene in the film. It was gross. It was uncalled for. Anyway, anywho. So that's one part I did not like of the film. And I think that's about it, actually. Now, was it worth seeing in theaters? I don't think so. Although some YouTubers really liked going to the movie theaters, so I loved seeing their reviews and their reactions. This is my reaction, and my opinion is when I go to movie premieres, like the day that it comes out, it's super crowded. People are talking, eating popcorn, and it just ruins the whole vibe. There is certain movies, of course, that you have to see in theaters, but this one, I'm glad I waited to buy it on iTunes. So this is sort of like a movie/DVD review, So it was, like I said, I had mixed feelings about going to see the premiere. What I would have loved going to see the premiere, which is I really wanted to go see the premiere, is to get that popcorn bucket, the sandworm popcorn bucket. I hope, and I heard that there's a third one, so might be a chance of me getting that popcorn bucket again, so fingers crossed. Now, for the promotions, the promos that you call, like I said, the promotions were great. I believe there was an experience in Toronto, and they actually promoted Beetlejuice. There was a whole, but what I've seen people cosplaying was Beetlejuice for like the whole month of September before, like, once they seen the trailer of when the movie was coming out, people were basically cosplaying at every single Comic Con in that you can think of. They were literally cosplaying Beetlejuice and making it more, promoting it. Like, fans of it were promoting it. So I really loved that experience of watching TikToks about that too. So it was a great experience of people, not only Michael Keaton playing Beetlejuice. I did not see the musical. I know that there is one. Apparently it's amazing. So, and the other experiences were like the Toronto experience, like Canadians were showing videos, like I believe there was also a Stranger Things one too. But people were walking through like the set, like the world of Beetlejuice. Like there was like a set design. The movie theaters had areas where you can actually take pictures, like QR code them to yourself, to your phone, and have Beetlejuice saying, "Please turn your phone off. This is a film," and put it away. I really liked the way they promoted, like, how you have to be quiet in theaters. I really loved how they promoted the film for that part as well. Like I said, a friend of mine was supposed to give me a popcorn bucket, but I don't think she understands much, as she's inter whatever you call it, special needs. And I asked her if she could get me one, and she said she was going to get me one for my birthday, but she did make me a Beetlejuice birthday card, so that's a plus. Um, and my 35th birthday was Beetlejuice themed because it's so close to Halloween, so I had like a Halloween type of birthday party theme, creepy. I really loved it. I even had a cake, which cost me, I believe, $30 or 40. I can't remember, or maybe it was $50 for the cake. I don't know. But regardless, it was an expensive cake. And it wasn't all eaten. It was, half of it was thrown in the garbage because my friend forgot to take her slice, and you know how things are. There's only two people in the party. We did listen to Beetlejuice music throughout the whole party, which was great. So that's all I could say. Now, as for the Funko Pop. So here is the Funko Pop. This is also a Funko Pop review of the Funko Pop. What I really love about him is that I'll get close. Here you go. So you can see the detailing of his like flaky, dead, decaying skin coming off, and like the neon green, like the rotten looking color. So they did like a little bit of yellow, greenish, thicky, like kind of oozy skin. Like there's like an ooze. His little, like when, overgrown beard, like tiny little green hairs, the indentation, like the saggy, like sinking eyes and stuff like that, and his cardigan, like the sweater texture, it has texture, you can actually touch it, like the texture, the glasses. I believe this Funko Pop was called Tourist Beetlejuice, and there was a chase of him, but I didn't get the chase because I got it off the site, and the chase was no longer available, but I got him. He does have a little bow tie right here. So the bow tie, the glasses, his dress shirt, he has like the little buttons, the belt, the pants, of course, have the crease. I love the creases, and I believe he has like the tiny little line that you pull up the zipper, but doesn't show the zipper. His little panty loafers, the back of him. So the back shows the wrinkles where everything, like the back, and his hands. He has a watch as well, so I love that feature. He was wearing a watch, a ring. His hair's very well done, like the texture, like when you dye, your hair still continues to grow, so it is kind of long. And I really loved this Funko Pop, and I had to get it. Like, I went to the, Funko Pop store online, now that they have it in Canada, clicked buy. And that's not the only pop that I got. So if you want to see that review, you can go to that video. I don't know if it exists because I'm having upload issues, and apparently the audio, it's saying that the audio of my videos sucks, so I don't know what's going on. So let me know if you hear this video. If not, just type a message. And if you like the video, please subscribe.